Hello, I'm Misha and I'm here with Zara, who is visiting me, and we're actually here just to cook some great yummy food today. So when I asked you, Zara, what you'd like us to cook, I suggested, for example, we can do husmanskost.
Yeah.
And husmanskost is just like a very traditional type of Swedish food that has been, you know, a few hundred years, basically just whatever's been around, like very much based on meat, potatoes, and
Very seasonal, so kind of what you have in the garden
Yeah.
at that time.
and vegetables, and of
Yeah.
course a lot of meat products as well.
Exactly.
So we're going to do like a husmanskost today, which is traditional food, but Swedish food, but it's going to be veganized. So
Which is very simple to do.
yeah,
Actually, it's something that I kind of think we forget sometimes, how simple and also how nourishing Swedish husmanskost can be.
husmanskost, like I said, is very much based on meat and fish and stuff like that. And of course we're going to do something meaty, but it's going to be based on like a soy-based mince. So we're going to make like meatballs, traditional Swedish meatballs with some onion in them. And we're going to eat them with some mashed potatoes, like potatismos, and some carrots that we're going to kind of like boil, fry. We'll see what we're going to do with them. So you start with the chopping onion, and then you add a little bit of soy sauce to it and Dijon senap, mustard, and then some other spices that we have here.
Allspice, yeah.
Allspice, yeah, and salt and pepper. All right, let's go.
Okay.
I just want to say also that these potatoes, we just picked them from the garden, and they're still a bit soily, but it was really fun to be able to see that they've grown a lot.
Yeah.
That is so cool. There are a few ones there. Zara, you're vegan, right? How would you say your vegan journey started? Like, when was it, and what made you do that?
So I was living in Dubai at the time, and I was working with animals. I was working with illegally trafficked exotic animals, so tigers and lions and chimpanzees and stuff. So I was rescuing some animals, and then I always had this nagging, hypocritical voice at the back of my head that I was rescuing some and eating some. So I was still contributing to the horrific abuse that these animals are experiencing. So I was kind of trying to ignore it for a long time, as we do. We just try to avoid looking at the clips of the slaughterhouses and everything. And then I was on holiday in Orlando, Florida, and my friend said that there's a new documentary that's just come out, which was called What the Health. And he said, oh, let's watch it. So I said, well, as long as there's no animal abuse in there, because I can't watch that, you know, even though I was contributing to it.
You didn't make that connection yet?
No. So it was, we watched it. It just opened my eyes to what I was contributing to. And I was like, what? Like, I couldn't believe it. So it finally like unveiled the horrific industry to me that I kind of suspected all along, but I was trying to, you know, keep a blind eye to it. So from then on, I completely gave up any kind of meat and milk and anything that came from animals.
Right.
So
it wasn't a process,
No.
it was like overnight.
Overnight. I actually didn't tell anyone for 2 months that I was going vegan, or that I stopped eating animal things.
And why didn't you want to tell anybody?
Because it was my journey, and I didn't want to have anyone's input and people saying, oh, but how are you going to get the nutrients, and how you wanted to figure out for myself how I was going to do it. So, and after a couple of months I was like, yeah, this is definitely the right journey for me. And I started, you know, making it more public that I was vegan. But I was always thinking like, oh, you know, I'm never going to be that kind of preachy vegan that talks about animal abuse because, you know, they're so annoying. And then a month later I was like, fuck that. I was like, you guys need to know, like everyone needs to know. So yeah, I mean, it wasn't a choice, it's just something that it's my calling now. And I need to be that voice for the animals because no one is listening to theirs.
That's right, yeah.
That's how I started. And that's 8 years ago. I'm still very strong.
Still going strong and never thinking about starting to eat meat again.
I could never go back, because what I know now, and as you go vegan, the longer you're vegan, the more you see, the more you're exposed to. And there is no way I could ever go back to eating animals again. Like I would probably vomit, to be honest. I would feel so sick.
It's not just a diet, it's a
not
whole
a diet
lifestyle.
at all. Exactly.
Yeah, really.
And I think that if you're vegan for the animals, truly vegan for the animals, I don't think there's any going back. If you're vegan for your health, then it's another thing. If I was vegan for my health, I'd probably be eating chicken right now and be like, oh, well, I can cheat, I can do this, just as we cheat on our diets.
Yeah.
Because it's a diet, right? But veganism is not a diet.
Interesting with those movies you said that you watched some of them, and I think my experience is that a lot of people who do watch them will actually take the time to eventually see them. It does make an effect on them.
The Game Changers was very good in a sense where people care about themselves first and foremost.
Yeah.
And that documentary is very much geared towards your own health and how you can thrive and be an athlete on a vegan diet.
My aim with these videos is that anybody, like whether they're vegan or not, can actually be inspired to just like try some vegan food and see it's like quite normal food actually. It's nothing weird. It's nothing like, oh my god, it's vegan, I can't eat it. You know, there is so much
but
like
it's just
prejudice.
Crazy how people, Yeah, so this is the ideal size of a meatball. A meat, no meatball. A no meatball. So you want to have similar sizes of the meatballs so that they, when you do put them in, when you fry them, they're
I'm
gonna
going to like stuva the carrots. So like I'm starting to cut them fine here with this grater slicer.
Kallas för en, mandolin.
Mandolin, that's
Yeah.
right.
I didn't even know that. So what is that? Is it a cucumber or a watermelon?
It's actually a mix between cucumber and melon. So I guess we'll try to chop it off.
Interesting. That's so cute.
So, yep.
What luxury to just have kale in your garden like this.
Yeah.
It's like a vegan stream.
That's right. Yep. So we're getting some kale for the salad. Isbergssallad. Alright, so we've been outside and gotten some salad in. This is called isbergslettuce, isbergssallad. So we were thinking, of course, with every meal it also needs something green.
And from what we know now, having salad before you have your carbs, it creates like a shield in your stomach so that the carbs don't give you glucose spikes when you eat them. So it's always good to eat your salad before you have your carbs.
Alright. Oh, he's inside. Alright, to make the mashed potatoes look a little bit more presentable, we're using a glass scoopa, which is
Ice cream scoop.
Ice cream scoop, that's right. Alright. Your plate is ready. Now I'm gonna do the sure. Now we do the whole procedure once again. How does it taste, Zara?
Very good.
Very
good.
good.
Lingonberry on my jeans.
Ah, that's all right. Perfect. That means you have a passion for food.
Or I'm just very fluffy.
Aren't
One of the two.
Aren't we all?
Yeah.